Ducati grows out of its niche motorcycling segment with the addition of the Scrambler. Now, the Scrambler is a modern interpretation of a do-it-all, all-purpose motorcycle from the 1970s. Available in 4 versions, the Scrambler starts at $8,500. Now, what we have here in front of us is the standard Icon model. Now, the Icon is the standard vanilla platform which you can base your own Scrambler experience on. So we've come here to Palm Springs to do a ride through the mountains to see if the Scrambler is all what Ducati says it is. Man, I gotta say, I'm really pleasantly surprised by this bike. The air-cooled engine, I love it. I've always loved the engine from the 796 Monster, and once again, the thing just rocks. It's got that good, bottom-end torque, strong mid-range that you really want in a street motorcycle. Yeah, it doesn't have a lot of top-end power, but it doesn't even matter. You're not gonna be racing this thing. You want that bottom-end muscle and that mid-range muscle. And this air-cooled V-twin's got it. The throttle response is a little bit overly sensitive off idle, and small throttle openings, a little bit abrupt. Wish they'd smooth that out. But once you get going a little faster, it smoothens out nicely and works really well. Ducati's kind of tweaked the transmission and the clutch a little bit, and the drivetrain works a lot better. It shifts gears a little more smoothly. Neutral is easier to find than I've ever even experienced on Ducati. I love the clutch pull. It's weighted right, it's not too easy, but it's not too difficult at the same time, and it's just got a real responsive feel. Handling-wise, it feels like it's got a little bit of a long wheelbase, but it's still, it changes directions really well. It's stable. I like the suspension components. I think they could be a little bit smoother over broken pavement and rough pavement. It kind of gets a little jarring, but still it's got nice sporty handling. I'd have no problem riding this thing in the canyons. I liked it. I thought it handled really good. And the Pirelli MT60 tires, they're a little bit squishy feeling on the road. Not bad by any means, just a little bit squishy feeling. But they actually work pretty okay on the dirt. We kind of rode this thing off-road a little bit, and the thing had traction. I was actually kind of surprised how much traction it had for kind of a street-oriented tire. In terms of braking capabilities, the Scrambler again kind of surprised me. You think a bike with only one disc brake up front wouldn't have a lot of stopping power, but this thing does. It stops really well. It's got pretty decent feel, and I love the ABS on this bike. Usually I don't really like riding bikes with ABS, but the ABS on this thing, it kicks butt, man. It stops you in a very controlled method. There's no excessive pedal, pulsing sensation. As long as you don't ride off-road or any place where you actually want to intentionally lock up the rear brake, leave ABS on, man. It works just that good. And of course, if you are riding off-road or you kind of want to goof off a little bit, just a few pushes of the button in the menu system and you can manually disable it. No problems at all. But overall, I guess for $8,500, I would probably buy this bike. I had a really good time riding on it. It looks cool. It rides pretty nice. It's fun. It sounds cool. And this is probably one of the better Ducati motorcycles that they've come out with lately. It's really quite impressive. I'm really pumped with what they've done with the new Scrambler.